Finally, the Gorosei have revealed their powers in the anime. After several years since they debuted in 2003 in episode 151, finally, the Gorosei have shown their strength in the recent episode. Yes, we admit that when these 5 Gorosei first appeared, we thought they were just old men sitting and planning the actions of the Marines, but it turns out that they themselves are monsters in strength. Yes, literally monsters, because each one of them has their own transformations that will really shock you with what they can do. And this is exactly what we will talk about in this video. We will get to know each of the Gorosei, including this new Gorosei named Saint Figarland Garling. I will break down to you their abilities, and to start our topic, let's go right away to the youngest-looking Gorosei based on their appearance. This is Gorosei Jupiter, or by his official name, Saint Shepard Jupiter. Based on Jupiter's last name, his known relative within the ranks of the world government is Saint Shepard Summers. During the recent episode of the anime, Jupiter became the most laughed at among all the Gorosei, since his transformation was said to resemble, you know what? This transformation of Gorosei Jupiter is very similar to a sandworm. The ability of his transformation, just like a literal sandworm, is that he can burrow underground and emerge whenever he wants. He also has a big mouth that can suck in with great force. A fun fact is that Jupiter's transformation is the only one among all the Gorosei not based on a Japanese mythological creature. Next on our list is Gorosei Mars, or by his official name, Saint Marcus Mars. During the Egghead Island Arc, we learned that Marcus Mars is the only one among the Gorosei who can fly. And that's because of his transformation, since he becomes a bird inspired by Itsumade. For those who don't know, Itsumade is a Japanese mythological creature that has the body of a snake, the face of a man, and wings similar to a bird. In terms of abilities, Gorosei Mars showed that he's capable of firing energy beams. He did this when he pierced through the barrier of the Labo phase and during his attack on Brogy and Dory. Besides his transformation, when it comes to haki, only he and Gorosei Mercury were emphasized by Oda for their use of it during the Egghead Island Arc. Upon seeing him, Jinbei immediately noticed it. He said that Gorosei Mars has strong haki. Even when he entered Punk Records, he also has strong haki. Speaking of Gorosei Mercury, he's the next one we'll talk about. His official name is Saint Topman Mercury. Based on the performance of the Gorosei during the Egghead Island Arc, for me, I can say that Mercury is the MVP among the Gorosei. For those who forgot, Gorosei Mercury can transform into a haki, a giant boar with 4 sharp fangs. But in this transformation, Gorosei Mercury can turn those sharp fangs into giant blades. He used this while fighting Brogy and Dory. In addition, he can also create a powerful roar, which might include his strong conqueror's haki. In terms of defense, Gorosei Mercury is not behind anyone either because he can harden his body to be extremely tough. Even Luffy, when he attacked Mercury, he was the one who got hurt. Next on our list is the Gorosei that everyone loves, Gorosei Nasujuro, or by his official name, Saint Ethan Baron Venus Nasujuro. From the time of the introduction of these Gorosei characters, we already knew that Nasujuro was a swordsman since he always holds a sword. This sword is suspected by many to be the Shodai Kitetsu, which makes sense to me, because just from the appearance of this sword, you can see that it perfectly matches the design and traits of a Kitetsu sword. For those who don't know, the Shodai Kitetsu is one of the confirmed 12 supreme grade swords, meaning it's on the same level as Mihawk's Yoru, Roger's Ace, and Whitebeard's Murakumo Giri. In terms of transformation, it was shown that Gorosei Nasujuro can transform into Bakutsu, a mythical Japanese creature that is a skeletal horse. Besides Gorosei Saturn, the hybrid form of Gorosei Nasujuro was also shown. If Gorosei Mercury can be said to be the Gorosei with the strongest defense, then Gorosei Nasujuro can be said to have the strongest offense. Because during the Egghead Island Arc, it was shown how fast he is. In just a few seconds, he wiped out the pacifistas on Egghead Island. Add to that his proficiency in swordsmanship that can even produce ice, and we can say that he's the strongest among the Gorosei in terms of offense. Next on our list is the Gorosei we've known the longest, Gorosei Saturn, or by his official name, Saint Jay Garcia Saturn. His transformation is based on the Japanese folklore creature Oshi-Oni. It is a creature with the body of a spider and the head of a bull, which is evident in Saturn's appearance. In battle, Saturn's attacks are heavily related to poison, like when he spits venom orbs, spreads venom through his tentacles, and other things. Unfortunately, since he failed to accomplish the mission given to him by Imu-sama, Imu took back the power granted to Saturn. That's why, in the end, it was shown that Saturn died. And of course, when someone is gone, someone replaces him. It was revealed in chapter 1125 that the new Gorosei is Saint Figarland Garling. As we all know, he is the father of Shanks and Shamrock. Currently, in the ongoing God Valley incident flashback, he is among the main characters fighting there. For now, there's still no reveal about what his true ability is, or if he also has a transformation like the other Gorosei. What we only know so far is that he is capable of fighting using a sword. Anyway, if we were to rank these original Gorosei from the strongest up to the weakest, based on what we've seen, for me, the strongest would be Gorosei Mercury, since both in offense and defense, he truly showed us his power. Next would be Gorosei Nasujuro, whose speed and offense are his main strengths. After that, the aerial Gorosei Mars, followed by Jupiter and Saturn. If you notice, our ranking is based on which planet is closest to the sun. So, how about you? Who do you think are the strongest Gorosei based on what has been shown? If you have your own list, comment it down below so we can discuss it. So that's it. Peace.